In any way be affected by your court action?
By our court action.
Right.
Which, I'm sorry.
When I say you, yours, Planned Parenthood filed something over the weekend, so there's something in court right now.
I'm not sure. You'd have to look at what exactly they filed. Also, I haven't read the specifics of Planned Parenthood. But, what we just saw in there was shocking. First off, I'm not sure where Representative Ginter talked about writing this legislation over the weekend. We saw a co-sponsor request from House caucus staff dating November 10th. This is not something that they just whipped up Saturday and Sunday. And when we talk about violent rhetoric, what we're talking about is when Representative Kohler in there starts talking about Dachau concentration camp and comparing things to 9/11, that's the violent rhetoric that we're asking politicians to tone down. Now, as for these bills, these are targeted restrictions on abortion providers, TRAP laws, T-R-A-P, TRAP. And they're aiming to restrict women's right to safe and legal abortion care in the state of Ohio. This bill is completely medically unnecessary. This law that Ohio Planned Parenthood affiliates have been following has been in effect for 40 years, 3 months, and 14 days. And nobody had any problems with them following the law until Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine had to announce that Planned Parenthood was following the law. And they got very frustrated by the fact that he had to tell the truth, and now they need a new law. Nobody broke the law before. You don't write a new law if somebody was following the previous law, unless you want to trap them. This is a trap law.
How does this affect existing contracts in your mind?
I'm not sure what the existing contract looks like. You'd have to talk to Planned Parenthood. But what they're talking about shames women, asking them to fill out some form. They're in there to seek abortion care. They want a safe and legal procedure. They don't want to have to fill out additional forms. They were talking about concerns that the name would be on file, creating a registry. Like I said, I haven't seen the bill language yet. But none of this is medically necessary. The only reason that these bills are being introduced is because they want to try and harass abortion providers and harass women that are seeking a safe and legal procedure.
Do you think this is a backdoor to try to shut down abortion? I mean, the cost was brought up. Do you think this is a way to make it absolutely not cost effective and therefore not make abortions allowed?
Yeah, it's one of the many ways that they've tried to harass abortion providers and harass women. They use the word disgusting. Well, to me, what's disgusting is the other language that they've thrown at Planned Parenthood. Banning funding for breast and cervical cancer screenings, banning funding for HIV testing. I mean, what would you say if your sister said, well, I can't get cervical cancer screening because they stripped out the funding for Planned Parenthood? All of these are just restrictions aimed at abortion providers, trying to increase costs, trying to add loopholes. None of it is medically necessary.
I'm sorry.